You're rewriting the automatic script.
Okay, maybe this is a good moment for listeners. Pause and reflect for just a second. How might you use one of these tools, the Grace Journal, maybe a quick fishbone sketch, or even just trigger mapping, to start tackling a small, recurring frustration this week?
Yeah, take a moment. This isn't just abstract theory. It's about practical application, making a real change.
Now, like any powerful process, there must be common pitfalls or challenges people run into with correction. What should we watch out for?
Oh, definitely. The biggest pitfall, and we really can't stress this enough, is only addressing symptoms.
Falling back into just patching things up.
Exactly. If you don't consistently dig for the root cause using tools like the 5 whys or a fishbone, you're just destined to repeat the cycle. You have to go deeper.
What's another common mistake?
Second, neglecting one type of solution. Some people only focus on immediate short-term fixes because they feel urgent. Others might dream up big, abstract, long-term changes but never implement anything concrete now. You need to balance both.
The quick relief and the lasting change. Makes sense.
Third, falling into the blame trap. We mentioned the non-punitive mindset. It's so easy, especially when looking at team issues, to focus on who messed up. But effective correction focuses on fixing the system, not blaming the person.
Critical distinction. What else?
Fourth, choosing impractical solutions. This is where that solution selection matrix, thinking about feasibility and trackability, really helps. Don't pick a fix you can't actually implement or measure.
Right. Needs to be realistic.
And finally, fifth, not tracking progress. If you don't measure whether your correction is working, how do you know if it's successful? How do you know when it's time to move towards embedding it as a habit? Tracking closes the loop.
These principles seem really powerful for individual habits, but you mentioned earlier they apply more broadly, like in organizations.
Absolutely. The core ideas of correction root cause analysis, systemic solutions, non-punitive mindset, they scale beautifully to organizational or team challenges.
Can you give an example?
Sure, think about Lena, that mid-level manager we discussed. Her team was having frequent misalignments, tasks falling through the cracks. Her initial thought might have been self-blame. I'm just not a good manager.
But that's likely a symptom, not the root cause.
Exactly. Through reflection, maybe using the 5 whys on herself, she realized the root cause was that she consistently avoided giving direct, timely feedback. And why did she avoid it? Because she had a strong, maybe unconscious desire to be liked by her team, and she feared potential conflict.
So the system of feedback was broken because of her avoidance pattern, which stemmed from that deeper need.
Precisely. So her correction wasn't about somehow magically becoming a different person overnight. It was about a systemic change to her approach.
What did she do?
Her short-term fix might have been simple. Commit to writing down feedback points immediately after observing something, just to ensure they weren't forgotten in the busyness. Immediate damage control.
In the long-term, systemic solution.
Her long-term solution involved implementing structured, regular one-on-one meetings with each team member, and critically, building a specific agenda item into those one-on-ones dedicated to open, honest, two-way feedback.
So she created a new system that made delivering feedback expected, routine, and less personally daunting.
Exactly. It wasn't about changing her core personality, but about changing the process and environment for how feedback happened in her team. That led to better alignment, fewer dropped balls, improved team dynamics.
That really highlights how correction builds on the previous Grace steps.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
You need the insights from reflection to even start identifying potential root causes.
Yeah.
And you need the ownership from accountability to be willing to examine your own role in the system, like Lena did.